taking shots at the enemy. I'm gonna make it to the top, leave a legacy. If I got something to say, you better let me speak. Turn it up a new degree, bitch, you.
Hello and welcome back to an Angry Reacts video. I have kittens making noises over that way. We're going to try to get through this without any breaks. Today we are reacting to a Brit reacting to why Canada is impossible to invade. I think I know the answer, but we'll see what the answer actually is.
We're going to be taking a look at a video on why Canada is impossible to invade. Yeah, very interested to see what we got with this. Before we do, appreciate if you guys can hit that subscribe button. And yeah, let's check this out.
They say if you ever get lost in Canada, just walk straight for 3 days.
Okay,
You'll still be in the middle of nowhere. But what if
days.
someone tried to invade this vast wilderness?
Mad.
Not just visit for maple syrup or hockey, but conquer it.
Right.
On paper, it might
Well, first of all, they might, you know, struggle getting past all the bears and the wildlife.
seem doable. But in reality, it's like trying to tame a
Yeah,
polar bear
there
with
we
a
go.
polite handshake. Today, we explore why invading Canada isn't just a bad idea. It's practically impossible.
Impossible,
Canada
that's
is
crazy.
the second largest country
Look
on
at
Earth,
that.
stretching from the Atlantic to the Pacific and up to the Arctic. That's nearly 10 million square kilometers of rugged, often
Jeez.
unforgiving terrain. If you laid Canada over Europe,
That is actually crazy. Canada over Europe is that... Oh my god, look at that. Look at that.
it would cover from Portugal to Moscow, with space left for dessert. This is a
Wow.
land carved by glaciers and ruled by seasons that don't believe in mercy. From the jagged peaks of the Rockies to the endless boreal forests of
So pretty much, like, anybody going to Canada that isn't used to Canada, they're gonna really struggle. Like, you're gonna, yeah.
Ontario and
No
Quebec,
point doing that.
to the remote tundras of Nunavut and the Northwest Territories, Canada's terrain is a logistical nightmare for any would-be invader.
Right.
Now add the weather. Canada doesn't have winter.
And before you add the weather, keep in mind, we know this land. And we know people that know this land. Who know this land. Who know people who know this land. So we know our surroundings.
It has winters, plural, each one colder, windier, and snowier than the last. Blizzards that can swallow highways whole.
Mad.
Wind chills that can freeze exposed skin in minutes.
Wait, wait, there's places where, like, if I went outside and it's that cold, I would end up turning into Iceman.
Military hardware doesn't just have to operate here, it has to survive.
Mad.
Tanks and armored vehicles bog down in marshlands or freeze solid in the north. Aircraft face ice storms and whiteout conditions. Supply chains would stretch for thousands of kilometers across.
Yo, seeing this, like, seeing the weather so extreme, how do we even Canadians survive this? You guys are just built different.
Empty wilderness, exposed
Yeah, well, it's conditioning.
to ambushes, mechanical failure, and frostbite. In many
Crazy.
parts of Canada, there
That's
are no
nice.
roads, no towns,
Oh, no roads.
just silence, snow, and the occasional grizzly bear giving you the side eye. An invading army
That's
wouldn't
a
just
black
be
bear.
fighting defenders, they'd be fighting the land itself. And the land has home field advantage. This
True.
isn't a country you just march into. It's a country you get lost in. A country that hides its population behind layers of forest, mountain.
But you know how you're saying it's impossible to invade? Couldn't you just, like, go to the bottom of Canada, or would you still struggle there as well? Like, you know, if you're just going from the side at the bottom and not coming from the top?
Mountains and permafrost, a place where satellites lose signal, where boots freeze to the ground, and where even Google Maps says, "Good luck, buddy." Don't be fooled by the friendliness. Canada's military is no pushover.
True.
The Canadian Armed Forces might not be the largest in the world, but they are incredibly specialized and strategically prepared.
Yeah, no, I've learned a lot recently about Canada's involvement in, like, the wars, like World War II and stuff, and I didn't
Yeah, not proudest moment.
realize before. I didn't even know Canada was a part of it. Canada was a big reason why we even won it. Like, Canada's military, don't mess about with them.
Canada's
Yeah, we helped win it, but ooh, did we do some things.
geography has shaped a military that thrives in the extremes. Its troops train in some of the most unforgiving environments on
Decided
Earth,
pull it
from
up.
Arctic tundra to dense forest. The Canadian Army may not parade down boulevards with tanks every week, but they excel in rapid deployment,
Right.
cold weather warfare, and peacekeeping operations.
Yeah, how are you gonna fight when their terrain is so like hard to even navigate through, and they're so used to it? Like Canadians are used to it. Like, just don't even go.
They're the
No
quiet
point.
professionals of the North. The Royal Canadian Navy is undergoing a major modernization effort, with
Really?
new Arctic and offshore patrol ships already joining the fleet.
Okay.
These vessels aren't designed for beach landings. They're built to patrol the icy passages and defend Canada's massive coastline,
Mad.
including routes that are increasingly accessible due to climate change. And let's not forget the upcoming Canadian surface combatant ships, which will bring cutting-edge firepower
What's
and
that?
versatility to the seas. In the
Oh, that's a model. I was gonna say that's an actual ship.
the seas. In the skies, CF-18 Hornets continue to provide air sovereignty,
Right.
but they'll soon be replaced by advanced F-35 stealth fighters.
Ooh, I've seen a video on F-35s. They're insane. I seen it on an American channel, on the American videos. Yeah, really, really good jets.
These aircraft will significantly
Yeah, but I don't know how many of those we're getting anymore. Or if we're getting any anymore.
boost Canada's ability to
Really
detect,
good.
intercept, and engage hostile threats at long range. Meanwhile, unmanned aerial systems are being integrated into
Drones.
surveillance roles,
Yep.
providing real-time intelligence over remote territories.
Right.
Then there are the Canadian Rangers, a uniquely Canadian asset. This force, made up of indigenous people and northern residents, serves as a living, breathing sensor network across vast remote regions.
Okay,
They know the
interesting.
land like the back of their hand and can spot intrusions long before any drone or satellite can.
What are these flags? So we got the Canada flag. We got the, is that the Denmark flag? Portuguese flag? What's this flag right here?
Canada's military strategy isn't about overwhelming
I believe those are all different native flags. Not 100%, but of the different tribes.
force. It's about strategic deterrence.
Try this again.
Military strategy isn't about overwhelming force. It's about strategic deterrence, rapid mobility, environmental mastery, and leveraging alliances. An
Badass.
invader wouldn't just have to beat the CAF in battle, they'd have to survive the land, the
Oh,
climate,
God.
and
That's literally going to be the toughest job. It is the land of Canada. It being so big and the terrain being so crazy.
a military that was built to defend exactly this kind of terrain. Here's where things get even trickier. Canada doesn't stand alone, not even close.
Oh, yeah,
In
allies.
fact, it has one of the
Right.
most robust alliance networks on Earth, turning any potential conflict into a diplomatic minefield.
Right.
First, there's Norway.
Wait, hold up. Is there even any country that Canada doesn't get along with? Like, I swear, like, everyone's cool with Canadians. I swear.
North Korea.
The North American Aerospace Defense Command, a binational agreement between the United States and Canada
Right.
that effectively merges their air defense strategies.
Oh, really?
This isn't just symbolic. It means that the skies over Canada are protected by both Canadian and American forces. If hostile aircraft try to breach Canadian airspace,
Oh, yeah, it's just impossible then. Like, it was already impossible anyway with the terrain and stuff like that, and now they combine with America's Air Force as well. Like, yeah, it's just not happening, is it?
U.S. jets could be scrambled
Nope.
within minutes. That's like installing a second alarm system and handing your neighbor a shotgun. Then there's NATO. Canada is
Yeah.
a founding member of the North Atlantic Treaty Organization,
What we're a part of?
a military alliance built on the principle that an attack on one is an attack on all.
Right.
So if you invade Canada, you're not just fighting one country, you're fighting over 30, including
Damn.
military heavyweights like the US, the UK, France, and
We're
Germany.
there!
It's like picking a fight with the quiet kid in class.
Hey, don't worry, Canada, man. We got your back. Well, you guys have our back, and we're tag teaming. You know what I'm saying? Well,
Amen. But this might be a little old because the U.S., no, we're not looking so much for protection from them or aid, for that matter, from them at the moment. The rest of them, yeah.
we're not tag teaming because there's 30 of us, but, you know, we'll help with our small... We do have a very small army, but, you know, we got a decent army.
Only to find out he's got 30 older brothers who all lift weights. And don't overlook Canada's extensive defense partnerships in the Indo-Pacific and Arctic regions. It's
Okay.
part of the Five Eyes Intelligence Alliance,
What's that?
which includes the US, UK, Australia, and New Zealand.
Wait, I've never heard of that. The Five Eyes Intelligence Alliance, UK, United States, Canada, Australia, and New Zealand.
A group known
Makes
for
sense.
sharing some of the most sensitive surveillance and cyber intelligence on the planet.
Oh, really?
Canada also
I didn't know that.
participates in multinational exercises, peacekeeping missions, and defense research collaborations. This global network ensures that Canada isn't just
Yeah, see, it's
defended by
old.
geography or its own military. It's backed by a web of international commitments,
Right.
treaties, and friends with serious firepower. So, to invade Canada is to declare war.
No. To invade Canada, you're absolutely crazy. That's what you gotta say, really.
Not only on a nation, but on an entire ecosystem of military and intelligence cooperation.
Right.
It's like trying to take over a beehive and being surprised when the swarm comes after you. Canada's population is concentrated along a narrow strip near the US border.
It is mad to think, like, we just seen how big Canada is compared to, like, Europe and stuff. And then, like, your population's, what, like 40, 50 million? And you have all this land. That blows my mind.
Sounds easy, right? Just take the cities and win? Not quite.
Because, like, the UK, we've got 70 million people, probably more than that now, I don't even know. And we're just, we can fit here. We can literally fit here. In fact, we could probably fit here more.
Not quite. First,
It's quite possible, yeah. Yeah, once again, we know our woods.
you'd have to conquer major urban centers like Toronto,
Right.
Vancouver,
Yep.
and Montreal, each a logistical nightmare with millions of potential resistors.
Okay.
And then you'd need to hold them, while also patrolling a wilderness so vast,
Mad.
even satellites get confused. And remember, Canadians are polite until they're not. Resistance
That is true. You know what? Like, everyone says Canadians are polite, but you guys are literally the only sport where it's designed as a non-fighting sport, but you beat each other up. Make that make sense. I don't get it. Make that make sense.
not.
We're polite. We're not nice. Ow! Would you stop chewing on my arm? I don't think Kit Kat likes the mask. Anyways.
Resistance wouldn't just come
Entertaining,
from the
though.
military. Local communities, indigenous groups, and trained reservists would create a decentralized nightmare for any occupier.
Okay.
Plus, trying to take Tim Hortons away from a Canadian. That's how real insurgencies start.
Is that bad?
Canada isn't isolated. It's deeply woven into the global economy,
Yeah, for
especially
sure.
with its southern neighbor. The
Not so
US and
much.
Canada share one of the largest trading relationships on Earth. Any threat to that would instantly trigger economic shockwaves.
True.
The invader wouldn't just face bullets, but billions in retaliatory sanctions and global condemnation.
Jeez, yeah, it would hit
Canada's
hard.
reputation as a peaceful, cooperative nation means it has a lot of allies willing to step in economically and diplomatically.
Right.
An invasion wouldn't just be a military blunder, it would be a global PR disaster. Canada's strength isn't just in numbers, it's in eyes and ears. With a robust satellite network, cutting-edge radar arrays, and Arctic surveillance drones, the country has a watchful eye over its enormous territory.
Pretty much,
Yep.
you got absolutely nothing to worry about. Like, with all your allies, with your terrain, literally, you just have everything going for you. Even with, like, your numbers not being so high, as, like, population-wise, and it's such a big country around you, that don't really matter, because you're very well trained, you got the technology, and that's kind of what all you need nowadays. Especially with drones and that. You don't even need the amount of people. Get all the drones, get all the robots running around, all the Terminators running around, you're all good.
Are underway to expand submarine capabilities and upgrade air defenses with next-gen fighter jets.
Right.
Yes.
Canada might be quiet,
Technology
but its tech
wins.
game is loud and clear.
Yep.
Yeah.
In modern warfare, information is power.
Cool
and
jets.
Canada's got one of the most underrated information networks in the Northern Hemisphere. Let's
Cool.
review. A colossal landmass, bone-chilling climates, a battle-hardened military, global alliances, a
Wait, were those faces blurred?
Possibly.
Their faces
Yeah.
are blurred. That's how you know you don't want to mess with these guys.
Probably JTF.
Like, these guys are the real deal. There's a reason why it's blurred, man. It's a reason why it's blurred. They want to stay hidden.
Global alliances, a spread out but stubborn population, economic entanglements,
Right.
and a high-tech defense grid.
Cool.
Invading Canada isn't just difficult, it's absurd. Unless your invasion force can ski uphill, fight in -50, and somehow dodge NORAD, NATO, and a few million very
It's
annoyed
just not
Canadians,
happening.
it's
Like,
not
it's
going
really-
to happen.
yeah, it's really
and let's be
not.
honest, who wants to invade a place that gave the world Ryan Reynolds and maple syrup?
Oh, wait, is Ryan Reynolds Canadian?
Hell yeah.
See, there you go, bro. Ryan Reynolds and maple syrup. Hey, nobody's gonna invade. But very interesting video. Let me know what you guys think to this in the comment section. If you guys enjoyed, make sure you leave a thumbs up, subscribe for more content. I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.
Okay, we're good. And that'll do it for another reaction. Oh, we got something going on here. Yeah. There we go. That'll do it for another reaction. We'll see you next time. Bye.